welcome back to our Basic Arduino series where I teach the basics of Arduino. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to work with PWM pins, and we're going to be lighting an LED with it. I know you guys are bored of LEDs, but trust me, we're almost done with them. Okay, so we're going to introduce the PWM pins, and also I'm going to show you how to write comments for your work, and yeah, that's basically it for today. Okay, so for the connections, as you can see here, I inserted two lamps, just like two LEDs, just like this, and we put one 220 ohm resistor for each of them on the cathode side, on the anode side, the right side, the longer leg if you're working with actual hardware, and just another one here like that. Okay, so since I'm gonna be needing two grounds, I'm not gonna just put two grounds into the Arduino Uno board, so I'm just taking one wire from the ground pin and then just put it on the negative bar, the blue one, on the breadboard, and then from that bar I'm gonna be taking two. Okay, I'm gonna be taking two wires, and then those two wires are gonna be connected to the cathode side of each lamp, just like that. Okay, and then from the second side of the resistor, I'm gonna be taking a wire and then put it to a PWM pin. They're the ones with those little waves. They're this 3, 1, 5, 6, 9, 10, and 11. I'm using 5 and 6. Okay, I take one wire to each of them, and also this is a tip: use basic bland colors, just like white and black, for the ground wiring, so that you wouldn't accidentally mix it up with the ones for the LEDs. And for each LED, use wires as the same color of the LED, so that you know that these guys correspond to that LED if you're working with multiple colored ones. So before we start, I'm gonna just give a brief explanation for what a PWM pin is. So PWM stands for pulse width modulation on the Arduino Uno. The PWM pins are pin number 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, and 11, and they're marked with the little wave symbol. These pins don't produce a true analog voltage. Instead, they switch on and off very quickly. By changing how long the signal stays on compared to off, the Arduino can make the things like LEDs appear dimmer or motors run at faster speeds. You can control things using the analog write function. Okay, so analog write function is going to be a new thing for us. When we're coding, you're gonna check it out. So I'm gonna be working with the Arduino IDE that I told you about, this app, and I'm gonna download a tutorial for you on how do you download this app. But this app only gives you the code if you want to work with actual real-life hardware. And we're going to be probably working with real-life hardware from now on. But don't worry, the same code works for you to insert in Tinkercad, and you could just do the same thing in the wiring and so on. And on Tinkercad, it's basically the same. So don't worry about it. It's just more fun for me to work with hardware in real life, gives you the experience. So yeah, I'm gonna be working that way, and you guys could follow on Tinkercad. It's pretty simple. Yeah, and that's basically it. So let's get started. So let's start. So yeah, we write enter and we go above that. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna be putting, just as usual, variable names. First of all, we're gonna write int, and then I'm using yellow LEDs as usual. Yellow equal, I'm gonna be using pin 5 and pin 6. Okay, yellow is gonna be 5, and then just a semicolon. And I'm gonna be using two LEDs, but I'm not gonna work with them with variables, because I want to try and give it a fading touch to it. And when you follow along, you're gonna understand what I meant and why variables wouldn't work for us. So I mean, like, put the same two lamps in a single variable. No, we're going to be using two variables. Okay, yellow 1. Okay, and then equals to pin number 6, and then like that. Okay, so we're gonna add a new variable, which is gonna be brightness. Oh, int brightness equal. We're gonna just insert any number, but I think for now we're gonna be putting 127. Actually, brightness can alternate from 0 to 255. 0 is like it is off, and 255 is the most it can reach in brightness, and 255 is 100%, and 0 is 0%, and you could choose whatever number you want in between them. Okay, and now we're gonna enter. So I'm gonna show you how to write a note for yourself. So you just use these two whatever columns, and then the program wouldn't take it as a part of the code. No, instead it's gonna know that this is a comment that you wrote for yourself to like remember a specific something or whatever. So I'm just gonna write you any comment that I want. Okay, brightness, when brightness equals to 0, then it is 0%. Okay, and when brightness equals to 255, then it is 100%. Okay, so these are just some little notes for us. You could just put whatever. You could even put notes like in the middle of your code. It's okay, the program wouldn't take it. Okay, and then for the void setup. Okay, so now to start with the main code, we're gonna write as usual pin mode, and then open parenthesis, pin mode. This is yellow, and it is an output. Okay, and then just like that. And we're gonna do the same thing for the other one, pin mode. Oh my god, I'm forgetting to. Okay, pin mode, yellow 1, and then cat output. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting a note for myself. Now that we're done with the void setup, let's start with our code. Okay, so for the code here, it is the here where most of the code comes. Okay, so first of all, we will be working with analog write instead of digital write. Analog, oh my god, analog write, open parenthesis. We're gonna write the name of the lamp. First of all, I want the yellow lamp first. Okay, the normal yellow one, which is supposedly the first one. Okay, yellow, and then a comma, and then we're not gonna write like high or low. No, we're gonna be writing the word brightness. Okay, and then we're gonna close it with this. but before I forgot to write something. Okay, so but before that, we're gonna be rating brightness. Brightness equals to, first we want it to be 0. Okay, so now it's gonna take the brightness as 0. We're gonna write enter. We're gonna want the other lamp to be off. Analog. Analog right, and then we're gonna open parentheses. We're gonna have yellow. Oh, 1, and then brightness, and then we're gonna close this. And yeah, but before that, just go here. Brightness is gonna be equal to 55, and then this. Okay, now that we're here, we go down, enter. Okay, so now we want the brightness to be, brightness is gonna be, now we want the brightness to increase till 25%, which is gonna be 64. Oh, equals 64. And then we want analog right. Want the yellow. We want the yellow to be brightness okay, and enter. Now another brightness equals, it's gonna be 192. Okay, now we go down, enter. We want analog right. We want now yellow one. It is gonna start to like slowly lose its brightness. Oh my god, we forgot to put yellow one. Okay, brightness. So this one is gonna slowly start to lose its brightness, while the other one is gonna get brighter and brighter, so that at the end it would seem like the first one gave its brightness to the other one, I suppose. That's the vision I have in mind. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. Okay, guys, brightness equal to, if this was 67, okay, so 1 to 7. Okay, and then our code, yeah, so take a very good look at it. Good. Okay, now okay, so now we need to select board. Okay, the com. Okay, so when I connected it to the computer, there was like, oh weird, why isn't it working? So guess what did we forget? We forgot a very important thing, the delay. Yeah, so we're just gonna add another, oh my god. Okay, we're just gonna add another int, okay, and it is d, and it equals to 500 milliseconds, about half a second I think is gonna be enough. So with each two, okay, just like that here, okay, every two guys, okay, we're gonna add a delay, open parenthesis, it's gonna be D, A, A, A. And then just like okay, so now that we fixed our problem with the coding, let's try it. Yeah, so this is it technically right now. Isn't really the vision in my mind, okay? It is getting dimmer and like one is getting dimmer and the other is getting brighter. It's just that it wasn't really the vision I had in mind. So I'm gonna try and change something in the code about the delay time and then we're gonna check. And also, guess what? It's very convenient that we use variables. So now we're just gonna have to write to like change the 500 and make it maybe about 250 instead of like changing it everywhere. Like the D is already a D. It's just that what the D is that gonna change. So this is basically it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Tech Made Simple.